More and more and more and more money. Do you feel like you're being forced to make more and more and more and more money? 2 videos in one day. Okay, I think that this video will validate some of the stuff you've been thinking about if you've only been in the business a couple years. You ever feel like, of course, like you got to figure out how to come up with all this money. That's all you can think about 24/7, 365 is I got to come up with all this freaking money to pay all these bills and to move forward. Like you're working yourself to the bone like a rat on a wheel, and you're learning how to sell more jobs and do more, and you do it. Like you push through the eye of a needle and figure out how to make more money. But here's the catch. This is crazy. I talked to my buddy Scotty about this, very successful entrepreneur, very wise, very lucky to have him in my life. It's like the Interstellar movie. It's cosmic. It's expansive. It's weird, bro. Every time you stretch yourself to the breaking point where you work your guts out and you finally make more money, Parkinsons Law comes into effect, and now something else jumps onto your plate that forces you to figure out how to deal with that. And then so by the grace of God, you figure out how to do it, and you've made it. Like you're standing on the edge of this mug, like at the edge of like, oh my God, I can't believe I made that jump. You've just jumped to the beginning of a cliff. Like the ground is falling behind you, bro, and you're running. It doesn't ever stop. This doesn't stop. So if you think that one day, if you make 10,000 more or 20,000 more this year, everything's gonna be okay, no. I know so far in my life and my business, like you're constantly being forced to be stretch and grow nonstop. There are no breaks. It doesn't stop. The more money you make is the more money you're forced to spend, is the more weird, crazy anomalies and emergencies that jump on your plate. Obviously more taxes and insurance and more, but just weird crap jumps into your life and onto your plate constantly, where you're like, this is, I don't want to cuss, this is effing BS. And you can hem and haw, you can flip out, you can lose your composure all you want. And it's all about how fast you want to pull that thorn out and write the check to make it go away. Now, if you get a lot of money too fast in your life, too much money too quick, you can actually get in a bad habit of throwing money at problems that otherwise, with Damon John in the book, The Power of Broke, amazing book on Audible, you gotta get this book. Oh, Damon John is the shit, dude. He's like the super wise, if you don't know who he is, if you ever watch Shark Tank, he's like the super wise black dude, the founder of FUBU with the diamonds in his ears. This dude's a boss. He's just sitting there, like, this guy, his posture and his control and this guy is one of my favorite entrepreneurs. Like, he talks about the power of broke. It's so amazing that it forces you to be resourceful, and it forces you to figure things out and develop skills otherwise that you could not throw money at, right? Because if you got money, then you don't learn the hard lesson. So I was on the phone with my buddy Scotty last night. He goes, yes, ha 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 ha, wise samurai, or young samurai. It's what you feel like right now is a big battle to you, that's a living hell, is really just a little tiny molehill that you're making a mountain out of a molehill, right? And it's these little battles that are preparing you for the big battles. Stanley Genetic talked about this too. I talked to him on the phone one time. I was all stressed out. He's like, bro, every year you're gonna go through something, and it doesn't end. That's just the nature of it. How come every time I make a video there's someone in the background making some loud noise with some power saw or something? So it's like you might as well just go work all day and just take your money and just go throw it. Just go walk around with your money in your hand and say, okay, who's gonna confiscate my who's gonna confiscate my cash? Who's gonna confiscate? I know you're there, you're hiding in the woods, so you might as well just take it now. You might as well just take it now. There's my ego creeping in. That's my own issues. I talk to these business owners, been in business 20 years. They go, yep, you like it, it's nice, don't you? I'm not being negative here. It's just very realistic. So if that's what you're feeling in your business, here's the thing. If you make good money, the more money you make is the more opportunities that come along to try to confiscate your money. The more things that come along, when you have little holes in your bucket and you've got money, there's so many different more places for that money to leak out, and you can't pay attention to it. And things will make you feel like they're forcing you to spend your money, and they're putting you in these do or die weird parallel situations where spending the money is actually less painful to get the situation solved than to holding on tight. Like, you have to spend the money to get the next. It's like, wow, I just learned something right now. I think I should just literally go back to being a total money miser and be like, hell no, we won't go. Hell no, I don't care if this mug burns down. I ain't spending a nickel. That's what my boy Eric Reno does. Dude, this guy's making bank, and this motherfucker won't come off a nickel. I go out to lunch with this dude. He pulls up in his new 2017 F350 turbo diesel, whatever the hell this truck is. He's like, oh, I forgot my cash, dog. I ain't got no cash. Can you cover me? Come on, Kelfish, Mr. YouTube man. I'm like, you. So, I got another buddy. I can't say his name. Super successful guy. He's our age. If you want to make big money and play the big boy game, you better be ready to deal with big boy problems. If you want to put on your big boy pants, you want to make the big dollars, you better be prepared to deal with big boy problems. That's the name of the game, bro. Okay, I'm getting back to elevating this maple tree, dog. Alright, later.